11 days. That's how long our forces have been raining fire in Operation Epic Fury, tearing the heart out of the regime that we were too weak to strike back from other administrations. But while our heroes are winning abroad, we are facing a different kind of war right here on our own pavement. 2 terrorists, 2 bombs, 1 goal: to torture our city and turn it into a graveyard. And while the smoke is still clearing, the politicians in D.C. are already tripping over themselves to make excuses, terrified to call the enemy by its name: terrorists, Muslims. Simple as that. They are just out of touch. They are in a full-blown panic mode because of the truth is finally catching up to them. I am Charlie, the country conservative, and this is the Conservative Viewpoint. It is Wednesday, March 11, 2026, and I want to thank every one of you for tuning in tonight. Whether you're watching from the cab of a truck or your living room, or while you're working the late shift, thank you for being part of this community. We have a lot to get covered tonight, and frankly, some of it's going to make your blood boil. Because we are 11 days into the Operation Epic Fury, and while our brave men and women in uniform are delivering tremendous strides, shredding the Iranian regime's navy and knocking out 90% of the missile capabilities, the talk in Washington has taken a turn. While the B-2s are finishing their job, the White House is now refusing to rule out boots on the ground. We're going to look at what that means for our troops and why this mission objective seems to be shifting by the hour. But that's not all. Closer to home, the streets of New York just dodge a catastrophe. We have an update on those 2 ISIS-inspired terrorists caught outside McDummie's mansion. These kids don't just want to cause a scene. They told the FBI they wanted an attack bigger than a Boston Marathon that we talked about yesterday. And you won't believe the reaction from the folks in charge. While the NYPD are out there tackling guys with live IEDs, McDummie and his allies are back to the same old playbook, tripping over their own feet to avoid naming the threat while trying to blame bigotry for a bomb plot. The Democrats are panicking because they're soft on security and crime, and the chickens are now coming home to roost, and they don't have an answer. And to the men and women across this great country, from the truckers hauling freight through the night to the families sitting down at the table, pull up a chair. We've got the ground truth on the Middle East, the terrifying reality of the Mason jar plot in New York, and a breakdown of the total meltdown that's happening on the left. We've got all this and the latest from the front lines and your comments coming up. So stick around. We're just getting started. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and the show begins now. Hi, everyone, and welcome. It is what? Wednesday? Yes. Oh, we're only halfway through tonight, man. The freaking week, right, guys? Yes, we are. We got a lot going on again tonight. Stuff happens like crazy, and it's like it seems to be getting busier and busier and busier every day. I think I was going to get away with like 10 articles tonight. Well, shit, I was way wrong on that. And I was shocked that I even got on because the power went off again. And I thought I was going to come down here and find everything wiped off my computer. Man, luckily, somehow it's saved. And my damn computer did an update before this. And it's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? That's crazy, right? So we got a lot going on here. Let's see if that's still running. It's slowly but surely, but hey. Guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's give some shout outs real quick so we can get busy. Let's get Rumble started over here again. Come on, Rumble. Yeah, all right. We got Rumble over there, right? All right, we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, X. X we don't have. For some reason, it keeps giving me an error. I try to go live over and over again, and it just keeps getting error occurred. And that must be why I did not get a notification when Vic went live tonight, because X must be down or something, because I'm not getting anything right now over on X. So We've got Getter, we got Wimpkin, we've got something else. We got everybody except for X tonight and Kick. Guys, welcome to the show. Oh, we definitely got Facebook in there somewhere. And we got the pathetic liberals in there. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, we got one that wants to run his mouth all the time and sit there and believe he can play under a fake name. And I told you about him before, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. So let's give a shout out over here to the Getter Gang and see who we got. I did not see who came in first, and that is Shell. Shell is starting us off tonight with Radical Racial Justice right after him, or what after her. What up? Wendover, what's happening? Mr. Joe Public is right there. He is right there, Joe. Hey, Joe, what's happening? Let's keep going down here. Let's see what else we got. Cecil, what's happening, Cecil 1776? Oh, nice to see all you guys over here. Now we're going to shoot down to the Whipkin Warriors over here. And we've got Pat. Pat started us off tonight. Hello, Pat. Pat is here, guys. It's awesome to see Pat there. And Colin from Scotland is right after her. And the Fix is in. Mr. Fixer's right there. He is. And Lee, what up, Lee? And let's keep going. I know Texas Tammy is at the rink. Oh, there she is. There she is. Texas Tammy's here. And the lovely Mary Ann. What up, Mary Ann? Can't be here for a whole show. Off to the rink soon. I knew that was coming. I'm glad you stopped by, Tammy. Charles, what's happening, Charles? And going down through the list here. Jeff! Whoa, Jeff! Jeff, are you playing tonight, Jeff? If you are, good luck tonight, Jeff. If you're playing, should be a National Hang a Call Me Day. Yes, sir. Wait until you see what I'm starting off with. Oh, you're going to get a kick out of this one. Guys, it's great to see you. And we're going to start off right. Wait till you see what I'm showing you here tonight. Now I got to take these off for this one. But hey, here we go. We got Al Butkin here running for state senate in Pennsylvania, right? And of course, we need someone who will stand up to the radical Democrats' agenda instead of enabling it all the time, right? This is the man's going to do it. Too many Harrisburgs, and this is a quote from Al. Too many Harrisburg so-called Republicans have been rubber stamps for the big spending Democrat agenda, including our own Senator Cameron Bartolotta. Unfortunately, Bartolotta voted for all radical Democrat Governor Shapiro's massive spending plans that are killing taxpayers and economic opportunities in Western Pennsylvania. Republican voters deserve Republican senator who votes like a Republican. That is a fact right there, guys. And the reason why I'm showing you this, and he's wanting to stop rubber stamping Shapiro's massive waste budgets. Excuse me. The crushed taxpayers. Republicans need to grow a spine and fight. He wants to block Harrisburg's Democrats' efforts to keep ICE out of Pennsylvania and create more sanctuary cities in PA. Every nation has the right to enforce their own immigration laws, and radical Democrats in Harrisburg can't undermine it. He said, we got to fight back against Democrats' efforts to kill our family-sustaining jobs and energy in southwestern Pennsylvania, promoting failed liberal green energy scams. Only reward the Democrat campaign contributors. Yes, we talked about that, yesterday or day before, which these Democrats and these rhinos that we talked about are hiring illegals over American citizens for jobs. And that's why we're losing jobs in this country, is because of these Democrats and these rhino idiots that think they're Republican and think they call Gabby Girl. I see Gabby Girl. What's happening? Gabby Girl, I'm glad to see you. But yes, yes, they're hiring them over us anyway. So I want to show you something that's I am playing tonight, heading to the rink in a bit. Good luck tonight, Jeff. Jeff is playing hockey tonight, guys. Wish him luck, everybody. Kick a skull for us, man, or hit a goal for us. All right. Now I want to show you this, and you guys are going to get pissed and laugh your ass off at this one. I saw this, a friend of mine posted this today, and I got it from her. And this is our PA governor right here saying tonight he broke fast with Muslim terrorist leaders. He didn't say terrorist, I did. Muslim leaders from across Pennsylvania at the governor's residence. Our third iftar since I became governor. So he's been parading with terrorists this whole time. After what happened in New York, and this sumbitch still going to do this. They are not a religion. Get this. I know the final 10 days of Ramadan carry a special significance for our Muslim neighbors. They're not my fucking neighbors, who have been fasting, reflecting, and praying during the holy month of commemorating the Quran was revealed to the prophet. This son of a bitch, this is Muslim Shapiro right here. Having breakfast with Muslim terrorists right here. Yeah, this is what Pennsylvania has become. And not only that, you got something you are not going to want to see. But you're going to want to see. But this piece of shit, after everything that's going on, all the crimes that these Muslims have committed, they're not a religion. They're an ideology. They are a party of hate is what these people are. They're not a recognized religion, and you got to quit saying that shit. They made their own shit up. And this is what our Pennsylvania governor does. This is why we've got to get these people out of here. The rhino Republicans that I've been talking about, the Democrats and everyone. You won't see nothing else, but you want to see something that's worse? I don't even know if there could be anything worse. But I'm going to take you to Newark, New Jersey, and let you see what they did at the Capitol. Take a look.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
You hear what those lousy fuckers are saying? Allah Akbar. And they are raising a Muslim flag on the state capitol pole. How they fucking dare do that? That is a fucking disgrace. Sorry about my language, but this is so pathetic. This is an abomination to this country. This is the shit that we're dealing with here with these pathetic Democrats allowing this shit to happen. We've got to stop this in the bud, guys, because if the government's not going to do it, somebody's going to have to do it. They can, Allah, suck my never mind, I'll go, my Akbar. That's what they can do. Oh, my God. Holy shit. All right, guys, let's continue on with this because this is just pissing me off to no end. Allah, snack bar, goat liquors. Exactly right. Yeah, it just pisses me off. And this is what this is what you get with these Democrats. I'm telling you guys, we got to stop it. Right, radical right? This is bullshit. Ladies, oh, Mr. Funniest. All right, here we go. Let's start off with Operation Epic Fury, guys. All 4 Iran war assumptions have been dead wrong. Trump proves experts got fooled again. Well, that's not hard to believe because these Democrat so-called experts are dumb fucks anyways. So anyways, now these are the predictions that these people made prior to this happening, right? So here's the first one. They said that the Iran supreme leader would be untouchable. They got him in what? The first or second night? Okay. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps would deploy its terrorist proxies to ignite a regional war. Not happening, except Hezbollah has joined the thing, and they're about running out of ammo. Israel would be isolated in the Middle East and vulnerable to attack from Arab neighbors. Well, that's not happening. And lastly, the United States would be isolated on the world stage and limited in what it could do to support Israel, which could benefit Russia and China. Well, how the hell? All 4 of these assumptions have gone totally out the door because none of them came right. And these so-called experts are a joke. That's just like the so-called, who was it? The economists. These so-called economists, which they could not name the names, saying that Biden's economy was the freaking best. It was off the charts. Yeah, but nobody would name him, and it was for shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's what's happening with that. So Trump said the U.S. has completely destroyed 10 mine-laying boats after they threatened they were going to start laying mines out in the Strait of whatever that's called, and they blew them up. So, and I don't even think I got that one. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to get through these because I got some videos I want you to see. I can't catch a fucking break with these dickholes. No kidding, Violent Vic. The Vixen is in there, guys. You got to check out her show. If you didn't, check it out tonight. Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chick with a Cause. It was a great show. But, yes, another problem there. We are not the United States of Israel. Exactly right. I heard Iran is threatening California now. Yep, Pat, we got that coming up too here in a second. Trump says he will end Iran war soon because there's practically nothing left to target. We'll see what happens with that one too. Now, roughly, and I cannot verify this yet, the Strait of Shithole. Thank you, Charles. That's a good name for it. Yeah, California, you know they'll surrender, Jeff. They're bitches over there. But they said roughly 140 service members have been injured in this war so far. I can't verify that. I'm not seeing that any other places. So if you guys have seen it, tell me if it's true or not. AOC has a degree in economics. Yeah, right, Gav. She couldn't even balance a checkbook. All right, let's keep going here. U.S. destroys Iranian mine-laying vessels, I told you that, near Hormuz, as Trump warns against oil blockade. There you go. They got anything they're trying to blockade, there's your places to target. Tear them up. Well, they were doing that, and all of a sudden that a cargo ship that was passing through got hit by some shrapnel and caught fire. It was I can't remember where it was from now. It was not from Iran or anything like that, but it was passing through and it got hit. So they're watching. Oh, it was a Thai flagship and they got hit and caught fire on there. Hopefully they got it out and got out of there. But yes, what I said when Hezbollah got involved, Hezbollah and Iran unleashed coordinated cluster bomb strikes on Israel and more of these top headlines that they've done throughout the day. So we haven't heard much from that either. AOC should get her money back for her. No kidding there, Jeff. It was probably one of those honorary degrees right there. If they're saying she actually has one, it had to be an honorary, just like Joe Biden got. Yeah, Joe Biden got an honorary because he's too damn dumb. And they said he passed that law shit. No, I don't believe that shit at all. Bacon and eggs. Love bacon and eggs. Let's give some of the Muslims. Cat. I see Cat over there. Let me see if X comes back on yet. Nope. X didn't come back on yet. Breaking. FBI. Here you go, Cat or Pat. FBI quietly warns California police of Iranian plans for retaliatory attack. Yes, this was some leaked intel that warns of Iran's potential revenge plot unleashed terror on the U.S. soil. God, this is what we've been talking about. This is what we've been planning right there. Yep, with the don't get dead disaster factor tips of the day. Keep an eye on this. If you think something's going to happen, make sure you keep an eye out because the bulletin warned that Iran prefers targeted assassinations of government officials over large mass casualty attacks. Those targets may include U.S. officials, descendants, or Jewish community leaders. According to the intel, intended victims may be lured to other countries geographically closer to Iran, the report stated, according to the Daily Mail. Now, they don't have the capabilities right now, and they don't have the manpower to launch anything from Iran that's going to hit this country. So I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but we always want to keep our head on a swivel just in case. You never know. I was willing to trade California for Canada. Hey, I agree with that, Lee. I agree with that. California for Alberta. We don't want BC, British Columbia, Ontario, Quebec. There you go. That's a fact right there, Jeff. All right. What's next? We got international energy Agency announces the release of crude oil from Global Strategic Reserve. Now, what I got here is they're saying I've read a couple different articles on here because they're showing that, which includes the United States, would release 400 million barrels of oil from the reserves. And we got down here, which occurred in let's see, the release would be twice the size of the next largest release, which occurred in 2022. That release put 182 million barrels of oil on the market. This is following Russia-Ukraine thing. So this is their way of bringing down the prices now, like quickly. So we just got the damn thing stocked back up. Now they're going to release it. Okay. Because of the crybaby liberals out there. Oh my God, the oil price is going through the roof. It's not even close to being as high. Somebody showed it was like $8 in California. That's just price gouging on California. And I told him that's not even close to being what Biden and the Democrats had it up to in California. So feel lucky. But guess what? The United States is technically energy independent, right? And these liberals are out there saying, well, if we're energy independent, why is the prices going up? Well, we've told you before. Oil is a commodity sold around the world. Now, the problem is that the U.S. has been net energy an exporter, meaning the total amount of energy, including oil, natural gas, coal, refined products, sent abroad greater than the total amount being brought in. We'll probably never be self-sufficient to do that. We have not achieved that yet. But energy independent means that the U.S. uses what it produces and doesn't buy any foreign oil, but the country has not reached that goal yet to be self-sufficient. So the refineries that have been built over, I think it was 50 years ago, and they cannot refine the oil that we have because ours is hard oil. But Trump did mention something about building a new refinery that can handle this stuff, then which would put us one step closer to self-sufficiency when it wouldn't matter here in the United States. Now, other countries, it would hurt them, but not us. And as of today, this morning, the barrels were down to $85.69. I did not check tonight to see what it was down to or up to or whatever. So as of this morning at 8 o'clock, it was down to 80. It was not, well, it was $100 a barrel down to 85 now. Now he will bring it down again, and these things will go down faster than ever. Gas is going to go up, but just remember the price we're paying now is the standard under Obama. Exactly, John. And hi, John. Refine, baby, refine. Yes. And speaking of Texas, with Texas Jeff and Texas Tammy in here, I just saw today earlier that Exxon is moving their headquarters to Texas. Something going on down there in Texas because everybody wants to go there. All corporations want to go to Texas. So turn your light on. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. There's my bright, shiny face right there. Guys, all right, we're done with that part of the war part of the thing. We're going to get into this next section real fast here. There's my bright, shiny face. I should have did my hair if I had any. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Well, let's get into a little bit of Epstein here. Epstein, now you guys are going to get a kick out of this one too, because this is coming from fake news, Newsbreak. And if this were a true article, and if this was really true, every piece of shit fake news media would be running this. Epstein accountant spills bombshell about payout to alleged Trump victim. Oh, yeah. This is what they're saying. But you know what? I went back through and I searched this up and I could not find no ABC, CNN, MSN. They all would be running this. But the other ones that I'm finding are all bullshit people like Newsbreak, some weird ass place, something else. The Daily Mail, I think, was running it. They're usually okay. But I could not find this article anyways. But according to this, the House Oversight Committee that the accountant went before, on Wednesday, which is today, where he revealed that the accuser of President Donald Trump was paid out by the Epstein estate. I hope he brought paperwork verifying all this stuff. It said Cohen was the latest person to be hauled in for grilling behind closed door in the congressional probe into late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. And like I said, I'm not seeing in this from anybody. Well, what do we got? A Democrat here? But nobody's saying how much or anything like that. They're just saying Trump accuser has received money for the survivor fund managed by Khan. This is bullshit. I don't believe it's happening. If you guys seen anything about that, let me know. I hope California gas goes to $15 a gallon. Serves him right. Keep electing idiots. That's right, Gabs. That's a fact right there. All right, what do we got here? God only made a few perfect heads, Charlie. The rest of them be covered with hair. Yeah, I know that. Ain't that right, Pat? That's awesome right there. That's right. She said it. She said it right. You gotta love it right there. You gotta love Pat. All right. What else we got here? Oh, I got one. I got a video for you. Take a look at this. This is a Democrat witness accuses Trump of, get this, population purge. But you gotta love John Kennedy, right? He fires back. You triggered my gag reflex. Take a listen.
You said, quote, they, referring to Republicans, think they can troll their way into us accepting ethnic cleansing, end quote. Your words, not mine. Did I read that correctly?
That was in regard to a Department of Homeland Security post about advocating 100 million deportations. That is what DHS has tweeted from their own account. 100 million deportations would be ethnic cleansing.
On March 2nd, you said, quote, if you rule against Trump's population purge agenda, no hyperbole there, the nativists will name you, threaten you, and come after you. These judges are much braver than the ICE agents who hide behind masks while violating the Constitution.
They are much braver. They put their names on their rulings and they stand behind their constitutional rulings. When I talk about population purge, I'm talking about the fact that they're trying to deport U.S.-born citizens, people born here. They are trying to deport them as well. So it's not a mass deportation agenda. It is also an agenda intended to reduce the population of the United States, including U.S.-born people.
Thank you.
These are not hyperbolic statements. I appreciate you reading my account. I appreciate
Here's
your
the good
research.
news.
What planet did you just, wait a minute, Mr. Chairman, what planet did you just parachute in from?
No. Hey, guys.
You trigger my gag reflex.
Gotta love that guy. That other piece of shit on there, little pansy ass little bitch right there, sit there and said the Republicans are doing an ethnic cleanse. What the hell do you think the Democrats did during COVID? Pushing the jab, saying you won't get COVID. You take that jab, it stops right there. You won't get nothing. That was a planned pandemic right there by the Democrats. And they're talking about ethnic cleansing. Exactly, Tammy. He's a fucking idiot. Sorry about my language tonight, guys, but these sumbitches pissed me off with all this bullshit. Just like this dumbass Schumer talking about the SAVE Act, right? And listen to this. He says, the SAVE Act will allow ICE to kick tens of billions of voters off the voter rolls. Schumer's SAVE Act claims it keeps getting worse. Now, the SAVE Act, if it's going to kick off people off the voter rolls, who's it going to kick off that the Democrats are pissed about? It's not going to kick off an American. Who's it going to kick off? The illegal criminals that these Democrats allowed in here and that they put in on the voter rolls to vote for them, which is illegal. This is why they're so pissed. We keep talking about that, but he actually said this out loud. He said exactly that. It allows ICE to kick off tens of billions of people off voter rolls. You can't kick them off if they're legit. So this dumb fuck just gave it all up and said exactly what we've been talking about this whole time about that. Take a listen for yourself. I did get it. I forgot I had it. Here, listen.
Undermine democracy, prevent people from voting in a democracy, and that's the only way you can win. That's not democracy, Donald Trump. That's autocracy. Letting you or Doge or Musk pick who's taken off the rolls. and not even notifying them when they show up to vote and they say you're no longer on the rolls, you're purged. That's not democracy. But Donald Trump doesn't believe in democracy. He sees he's losing the election because he's not dealing with the issues Democrats are pounding away on: cost, corruption, chaos. So he says, let's undermine democracy. Let's kick millions off the voter rolls, make millions that we choose. It's outrageous.
And they can sit there and lie their asses off right there. And that just gets me to even worse. This is why I want to go to D.C., so somebody would actually confront these pieces of shit liars. The Democrats, that's what they do. Don't tell me, get me wrong, Republicans lie too. But these Democrats can sit there and bold-faced lie to you, just like Schumer just did right there, and nobody says a word to them. This is the pathetic bullshit that we have to put up with these dumb sumbitches. It's not good. Who's it going to kick off? Except for illegals, people that should not be voting, dead people that the Democrats put on there, people that aren't even living in the states that they're voting in. Well, look, you still got that dumb fart man from California, but he's not from California, it's from D.C. Still trying to run for governor, and they're letting him. I don't get how they don't even have an address in California, and they're still running for a seat in California, that they live in D.C. These Democrats are cheating like sumbits, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. Now we got a little bit of Scott Jennings right here. It is even remotely reasonable that Scott Jennings demolishes liberal CNN panel on DHS funding. Take a listen to this.
But does anyone here believe that we should keep the Department of Homeland Security, that's the name of it, indefinitely shut down to try to force ICE policy changes on an agency that's already funded until 2029, when you acknowledge there are sleeper cells, when we all see radical Islamic terrorists throwing IEDs in New York City, when we saw a radical Muslim terrorist shoot up a bar in Austin, when we had tornadoes in Oklahoma and Michigan this weekend, when we have TSA lines of 5 hours in airports, we have all these things going on. Is it even remotely reasonable?
What I believe.
No, we should keep DHS closed because this is another plan from the Democrats to destroy this country. They opened the border up to destroy the country. Now they put down DHS to help reduce and to ruin this country even more, let more terrorists in here, more criminals in here because of these dumbass Democrats. This is why we've got to fight this election. And it's like it's a never-ending story with these people. We fought the last election to get Trump in here. Now we got to fight this election to keep the power in here, because if not, this country is gone. We cannot afford the Democrats to remain in power. Nowhere. What do I say? At the state, local, or federal levels, we got to keep them all the hell out of power no matter what. But you got to love Scott Jennings, man. He fights these people. And I don't know why they don't get people like us in there when they get these sumbitches on. So you want to see some ratings go through the roof? Get somebody like me on there, and oh man, oh Dave, all you're gonna hear is beeps the whole time because I'll motherfuck them people constantly. Oh yeah, I got that fake person on the fake name on Facebook today saying my podcast is a joke. No, he's a joke. He's trying to fight for his wife. That's all he's trying to do. And I wish he'd come on here and try to front me up, try to prove to me that I'm wrong, but he won't do it because he's a fucking coward. Here we go with the New York terror suspect. Allegedly have been seen purchasing firework fuses a day before the attacks. Take a look. I did not watch this video at all. I just downloaded it and brought it in here, so I'm hoping it's a good one. That's a fact, Gabs. That would be freaking awesome, Marianne. I'd love to be on there because it would be nothing but beeps. Up there he is right there. With that little ball on his head, little bitch. That's inhumane for pigs, though. Yeah, we need some pig blood, man. We need to go around there with these people and just start tossing some pig blood. So there's the worthless sumbitch right there. Yep. Right there, caught by those fuses that you saw them light the fuse on those things. We got a couple of this stuff. But also, we got some mysterious calls that were placed from New York City terrorist suspects' family's home just hours after the ISIS-inspired attacks. So dispatch logs obtained by Fox News Digital shows that 3 calls to law enforcement were made from the home of one of the New York City terror suspects in suburban Philadelphia after the foiled attack. The first call to law enforcement came at 4:15 p.m. Saturday from Imran Kamui's family's home. The log showed the second call 9:19 p.m. A third call law enforcement was placed on Sunday 8:54 p.m. The calls were made to 911 non-emergency lines. According to the log, it's unclear what was said on these calls and why they were made. So that's what we got on that. I wish they wouldn't put shit out until they tell us really what the hell's going on with these people. And because these people were Muslim, lying, pieces of shit, terrorists, jihadists, and it's not done, guys. You saw what I showed you at New Jersey. Oh yeah. Thune has his tail between his legs about the SAVE Act. They better do something about this. We need this SAVE Act as bad as could be. He wanted scratch and he just wanted to whack the iPad shut. Oh, yeah. You can't bet money we're getting ready to have one. People are just waking up to the idea that bin Laden might have been trained by the CIA in the 80s. That is a fact there, Pat. All right, let's keep going. We got a few more here to do. And this is still about the attack in New York. CNN now backtracks after sparking outrage by treating these terror suspects as victims. Oh yeah, they took down the post and everything because they are treating this guy. Let's see if it's on here. New York Saturday morning, what could have been a normal day and enjoying the city's abnormal. This was CNN. They're saying. But in less than an hour, their lives would just drastically change as the pair could have been arrested for throwing homemade bombs during an anti-Muslim protest outside McDumey's home. A post regarding the 2 individuals arrested for throwing homemade bombs outside New York home failed to reflect the gravity of the incident, thereby breaching the editorial standards we require for all reportings. It has therefore been deleted. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? CNN is a joke. They should have left it up because they were sitting there downplaying the incident and making the 2 Muslim jihadists as victims. When are they going to? Mullets for mullahs. That's funny right there, Joe Public. I was like, damn, it sucks for you since you're a fruit of his loins. All right. Let me check it out here. We got a couple more here. What do we got here? Oh, the panicking Democrats. Oh, yeah. Listen to this. Panicking Democrat moderates call conference as they desperately try to figure out how to stop party from losing in 2028. Yes, these people are shitting in their diapers. They are across the country. Progressives are lighting up fire that they hope will catapult Democrats back into power in Congress this year. But here in a hotel ballroom, the party beleaguered moderates have another message saying, not so fast. Leaders in a third way conference talked about over and over about how Democrats can't swing too far left in the midterms when picking their next presidential nominee. Excuse me. If they have any hopes of winning back the White House. The title of the 2-day event invited only conference. Winning the middle is what it's called. And there was plenty of advice on how to do that. These people are a joke. They've got their panties in a bundle. It's sucking up their buttholes. Oh yeah, they can't do anything right. These guys, and we've got to keep them on the run, guys, because we cannot let them win, no matter what. CNN is America's BBC. Oh, yeah, I've seen that, Colin. You right there. Have a good night, Jeff, and see you, Tammy. Have a good game, guys. Now we got the Supreme Court justices fighting between each other. Brett Kavanaugh fires back at Ketanji Brown, the dumbass she is. Jackson gets hostile while two share stage event. Oh, yeah. When two justices are sniping at each other in a public forum like Justice Brett Kavanaugh and Brown Jackson did is naturally going to raise a few eyebrows, right? The two justices were present at an event for lawyers and judges held in Washington. According to the Associated Press, the two were on a panel. A federal judge would ask them both questions. Now, the Associated Press reported that the discussion became a topic of whether or not the Supreme Court was ruling too frequently for President Trump and his administration. The liberal judge, frequently dissenter of the conservative majority, decided to air out some dirty laundry. The administration is making new policy and then insisting that the new policies take effect immediately before a challenge is decided, Jackson said. I just feel like the uptick in the court's willingness to get involved is a real uncomfortable problem. She contended that it's not serving the court or the country well. And it definitely is, because you corrupt judges in there, and she's the dumbest shit. She couldn't even identify what a woman is when she was being on a hearing, confirmation hearing. Oh, yeah. Damn. Now, Kavanaugh fired back in a rare public rebuke of the fellow justice. None of us enjoy this, he said, of the trend where the Supreme Court is taking on many emergency injunctions from the Trump administration. Kavanaugh further explained that we have to have the same positions regardless of who is president, which is apparently at least one sentiment that he and Jackson agreed upon. Now, according to NBC News, outside the matter of whether or not the Supreme Court has been too eager to help prop up Trump's agenda, the two actually agreed on virtually everything else. But the problem is that Trump is following the law, and they are not. These judges, these activist judges, are not following the law, and that's why it has to go to the Supreme Court. If you've got judges in there that actually held up the law like they're supposed to, we wouldn't be going through this. If you wouldn't have the dumbass Democrats suing over every damn little thing, I think they're going to sue when Trump farts his pants sideways or something. This is what the Democrats are wasting public money on. Nobody has ever answered me the question that I ask. What has the Democrats done for this country or for the American people since Joe Biden was in office? Nothing. All they've done was go after Trump. They have done zero to help this country. Their overspending caused the inflation crisis. The open border problem caused the crime problem that we have in this country. Everything that they've done has ruined this country. Nothing benefited this country. Now, you liberals over here in Facebook, come on, bring it up. Tell me what the Democrats and these rhino Republicans have done for this country. Not a damn thing. Last thing I got for you guys, listen to this. Last thing on the news article. This will blow your mind away. Jill Biden vows to set the record straight in an upcoming memoir about Biden's presidency and his 2024 exit. Now, what do you guys think that this douchebag is going to say in her memoir? And why would she be sitting there phrasing it this way? She's going to set the record straight. You know what my opinion is? And I see a Paul in there somewhere. I did not see a Paul, did I? All right. My opinion is because she wants to sell this book because nobody wants to buy it. So she's bringing up this title and saying she's going to set the record straight. But when you go to buy the book like these dumbass liberals probably will, you're going to see nothing. You're going to see her not say a damn word about Biden except she should be in prison for elder abuse. It's as simple as that. She's a joke. She's not a medical doctor. She's not a doctor. She's a teacher. That's all she is. Fuck calling her a doctor. Go get your couch cushions and make yourself another dress, Jill Biden. She's a joke right there. All right, guys, got a couple videos I want you to see. And this one, I just showed you that one. That was the fuse one. Let's get that one out of here. Oh, let's look at this one. I was supposed to show this one first, but I'm proud to be living in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Take a listen.
You burn the flag, but ask for rights. You hate this land, but sleep safe at night. You scream stolen land like history's clean, but every nation was born from someone else's dream. You say no one's illegal, but you lock your own doors. You hate immigration laws till chaos hits your floor. You quote the pledge, just the parts you like, but you forget one nation. You just want to fight. You call it freedom to light up the street, but freedom has rules, and freedom ain't cheap. The flag you torch covers coffins, not just poles. It flew for the brave who never came home. It's not just a cloth, it's a battlefield thread, worn by the living, laid on the dead. So if you hate it here, fine, that's your call. But don't burn the symbol and still want it all. Change takes work, not fire, not fame, not tantrums and masks with no real shame.
Now that was perfect right there, right? I gotta answer this real quick here, guys, real quick here. Oops. All right, sorry about that. But I had to respond on Facebook real quick. Now, hey, we got Batman and Superman back at it. This is the liberals crying about gas.
These woke idiots are losing it over a little gas spike, but we're fucking silent for 4 years under Biden.
Yeah, panic is the woke's damn motto.
Everyone acts like the sky is falling over nothing. Pathetic. They literally have zero fucking clue how the world works.
Only the woke idiots panic over any minor price change like it's fucking Armageddon.
Meanwhile, real work is being done while they cry online.
They scream about gas like they invented the economy.
Patience is fucking foreign to these brainwashed idiots, apparently. All right, block mode activated. No fucking nonsense allowed tonight.
Finally, some digital peace from all their pathetic whining.
This account posts non-stop, yet almost nobody is even watching.
Amazing how loud the internet feels when it's actually fucking quiet.
People scream all day, yet heroes still get results.
Exactly, work continues, whether they fucking notice or not.
Can you believe that? That's tremendous, really tremendous.
I love these Batman and Robin ones, or Batman and Superman ones. Hey, we got them too. We got them again. Talking about Khamenei's son.
Breaking! Iran just crowned the previous dictator's son supreme fucking leader.
So authoritarian power now transfers like a damn family business.
Look at these fucking idiots already blaming our president somehow.
Iran picks their leader, but woke idiots scream Washington caused it. The president already called the new leader totally unacceptable.
Yeah, that guy's totally on the radar now, just like what happened to all the others.
These woke idiots twist logic harder than Gotham riddles.
Apparently Washington secretly runs Tehran like a damn puppet theater.
Their fucking ruling council literally voted for the supreme leader's son.
Yet woke politicians claim Washington engineered it? That's ridiculous.
Apparently foreign governments never make their own stupid damn decisions.
Yeah, accountability vanished faster than Flash chasing free pizza.
All the woke idiots treat geopolitics like a damn reality show.
Next headline, blame the president for earthquakes and volcanoes.
At this rate, they'll fucking blame the president when aliens invade Earth.
Careful, bro. These woke liberals would absolutely blame the president first.
Superman and Batman things. They're freaking awesome right there. All right, guys, we got some Southern Dad rules for life. You don't want to miss this.
If you can't bite twice, don't bite once. Always keep gas in the truck and cash in your pocket. If she cut her hair and you didn't notice, start praying. Don't talk loud if you ain't right. If she says she don't want nothing for Christmas, that's a test. Hard work don't need no applause. You ain't gotta measure nothing. Eyeball it and commit. And if it don't fit, hit it. Instructions are just suggestions written by cowards. You don't call maintenance, you become maintenance. If you wouldn't want it done to your daughter, don't do it. If you ain't early, you're late. If you ain't got a few scars from doing dumb stuff, you ain't there yet. All the check engine light just means it's thinking.
I love that accent. I love the Southern accent. I tell you what. And it gets my loins are going, baby. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, too much information right there, guys. Okay, yeah, but I love her. She's awesome. She got some funny stuff here, guys. I love that. Hey, this last one I'm going to show you guys. It's just called Unbelievable Moment. I don't even remember what I downloaded, so take a look. Now, did you catch that shit? Oh my God. I'd run my ass off if I saw that shit. That I remembered it now. That was just like scary shit right there. I'm telling you what. Wow, right? Guys, tomorrow's going to be a busy day for me. I got to go to the dentist at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, yeah. I got to get a cap put on one of my teeth. I cracked it. I guess I cracked it. So I got to go there. Then I got to run back. And I got to work out. Then I got to come down here and try to get ready for what? Throwback Thursday, guys. Thank God I got most of the videos downloaded already. But I've got to get the 3 Name That Movie clip videos. I do not have that yet. I've been so busy doing stuff, trying to get the bathroom done and everything that it's not working. And I got so much to do. But I got to get that done. Thank God that's not difficult. Hopefully we don't get too many more articles in here, but I'm not doing it. We're going to have some fun tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. And one more time before we go, don't forget to anybody in this district, 46th district, to vote for Al Butkin. We've got to fix this country, the state, exactly after showed what I showed you tonight. This is the man that can do it. I'm telling you now. So make sure we vote for Al Butkin come May 19th. I think that's when the election is. So we're going to continue that on. We'll be doing more of that between now and then anyways, guys. But hey, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Another great conversations in chat. We always do. Got to get more people in here before elections start. I don't know when everybody's what's first. General elections are first and then primary. No, primary now and then general. I think that's how it goes. But we got to get them in there because every state's different. I used to keep a list of them when we'd cover everything when I first started doing these live stuff. So, guys, you got to make sure you got any questions or comments or anything. Don't forget, we got drawings coming up, and I didn't even put my thing up today. But we got drawings coming up. So you want in on the drawing still for the T-shirts that I showed you. Get your name in here at the conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. Can't win if your name's not in here, but if you've already run, you know your names are in here in my sophisticated drawing mechanism here. Yes, sir, Bob, guys. But again, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And don't forget about Throwback Thursday tomorrow, and I'll be saying that in my closing monologue here in a second. But thank you again, and I'm going to leave you with this, guys. The headlines are heavy, and the world outside is moving fast. But remember this. While the politicians panic and the threats mount, the heart of this country, the people like you, from the drivers on the interstate to the families in the heartland, you are the ones who keep the lights on and the wheels turning. Thank you for spending your evening here with me. Thank you for your voices in chat. And thank you for keeping the faith. It's an honor to be in your corner. But listen, we've had enough of the chaos for 1 week. So tomorrow night, we're locking the doors. on the horror of today, and we're heading for the exit ramp. Right after the news updates tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. We are firing up the time machine. We're traveling back to the golden days of the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. We're going to relax and remember what it's like when things were a little simpler. I've got the vault open. We're pulling out the classic movie clips that defined a generation. And yes, get your thinking caps on because the fan favorite game, Name That Movie Clip, is back in the building, folks. It's going to be the ultimate detox from the news cycle. So go hug your families, get some rest, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow night for Throwback Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause. It starts at 7 p.m., guys. So until then, good night, God bless, and I will see you on the flip side. Good night, everyone.